It's late in the evening. The house is quiet, the lights are low, and you're settled into your favorite chair, ready to unwind. But as you sit there in the stillness, you begin to notice it. A subtle, yet unmistakable, tightness in your chest. Your heart isn't racing, not exactly, but you can feel it beating. A heavy, insistent thudding that seems too loud in the quiet room. You take a breath, but it feels shallow, unsatisfying, as if it's getting stuck somewhere in your throat. Your mind, which you had hoped would be calm, starts to churn, replaying a difficult conversation from the afternoon, worrying about a doctor's appointment next week, or fretting over the endless stream of negative news. You are trying to relax, but your body is telling you a different story. It's telling you that it is on high alert, braced for a threat that isn't even there. This experience, in its many forms, is the hallmark of modern stress. It is a silent storm that can gather within us, even in moments of supposed peace. For seniors, the triggers can be many. Concerns about health, financial worries, the loss of loved ones, or simply the feeling of navigating a world that seems to be changing too fast. We are often told to just relax or don't worry, as if it were a simple switch we could flip. But the racing heart, the shallow breath, and the spinning thoughts are not just in your head. They are deeply physical responses, orchestrated by a part of your nervous system that has been designed for one purpose: to keep you safe from danger. The problem is, in our modern world, this ancient safety system is often working overtime, reacting to everyday worries as if they were life-threatening emergencies. But what if you held the key to calming this internal storm? What if you possessed a tool, something you carry with you every moment of every day, that could directly and immediately communicate with this ancient alarm system? A tool so powerful it could slow your racing heart, deepen your shallow breath, and quiet your anxious mind in a matter of minutes. That tool is not a pill, a supplement, or a complicated device. It is your own breath. The simple rhythmic act of breathing, when done with conscious intention, is the most powerful and accessible stress reduction tool known to humanity. Today, we are not just going to talk about breathing. We are going to embark on a journey together, a guided exploration of how to breathe in a new way. We will teach you a specific technique, a physiological sigh that can instantly calm your heart and lower stress. We will explain the profound science behind why it works, and we will guide you step by step, so you can feel the calming effects for yourself, right here, right now. Prepare to discover the incredible power you've held within you all along, the power to breathe your way back to peace. To understand how a simple breath can be so powerful, we need to take a brief journey into the control room of our body, the autonomic nervous system. This system is in charge of all the things your body does automatically, without you having to think about them. Your heartbeat, your digestion, and for the most part, your breathing. This system has two main branches, and it's helpful to think of them as the gas pedal and the brake pedal of a car. The first branch is the sympathetic nervous system. This is your gas pedal. When you perceive a threat or feel stressed, this system kicks into high gear. It releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which cause your heart to beat faster and harder, your blood pressure to rise, and your breathing to become quick and shallow. This is the famous fight or flight response, an ancient survival mechanism designed to prepare you to either fight off a predator or run for your life. The second branch is the parasympathetic nervous system. This is your brake pedal. Its job is to calm things down, to promote rest and digest. When this system is dominant, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure lowers, your breathing becomes deep and gentle, and your body can focus on healing and restoration. In a healthy, balanced nervous system, we fluidly switch between these two states. We hit the gas when we need energy and alertness, and we gently apply the brake when it's time to rest and recover. The problem in our chronically stressed world is that for many of us, our foot is stuck on the gas pedal. Our sympathetic nervous system is constantly activated by work deadlines, traffic jams, financial worries, and alarming news reports. This means our heart is always working a little too hard, our blood pressure is consistently a little too high, and our body is never fully getting the signal that it is safe to stand down and relax. This is where breathing becomes our superpower. Your breath is unique. While it is an automatic function, it is the only part of the autonomic nervous system that you can easily and consciously control. You can't tell your heart to beat slower, or your blood vessels to relax, but you can choose to slow down and deepen your breath. And when you do this, you are sending a direct, physical message from your body back to your brain. You are manually engaging the brake pedal. The primary channel for this communication is a remarkable nerve called the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in your body, a wandering superhighway that connects your brain to nearly every major organ, including your lungs and your heart. It is the main component of your parasympathetic, or brake pedal, nervous system. When you breathe in a specific way, you physically stimulate this nerve, sending a powerful signal to your brain that says, "All is well. You can relax." This signal then travels back down the nerve, telling your heart to slow down and your body to enter a state of calm. The key to this entire process lies in one large, dome-shaped muscle located at the base of your lungs, your diaphragm. This is your primary breathing muscle, and it is designed to do the heavy lifting of respiration. When you inhale properly, your diaphragm contracts and moves downward, creating space in your chest cavity and drawing air deep into the lower lobes of your lungs. This downward movement gently massages the vagus nerve and all the organs in your abdominal cavity. When you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and moves upward, helping to push the air out. However, when we are stressed, our breathing pattern changes. We stop using our diaphragm and start chest breathing. We use the smaller, secondary muscles in our neck and shoulders to pull our rib cage up and out. This results in short, shallow breaths that only fill the top part of our lungs. This type of breathing is inefficient, and it actually signals to the brain that we are in a state of panic, keeping the gas pedal of the sympathetic nervous system firmly pressed down. So the secret to calming your heart and lowering stress is to relearn how to breathe the way you were born to breathe. Deeply, slowly, and with your diaphragm. This is often called belly breathing, and we are going to practice it together. But first, let's become aware of how you are breathing right now. Find a comfortable position. You can be sitting in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and your back supported. Or you can be lying down on your back with a pillow under your head, and perhaps another under your knees. Gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Now place one hand on your upper chest, and the other hand on your belly, right over your navel. For the next minute, simply breathe normally and notice. Notice the movement under your hands. Which hand is moving more? Is it the hand on your chest, rising and falling with each breath? Or is it the hand on your belly? There is no right or wrong answer. This is simply about observation, about becoming familiar with your own pattern. For many people, especially when they feel a little anxious, they will notice that most of the movement is under the chest hand. Our goal in the following practice is to consciously shift this pattern, to invite the breath to move deeper, so that the belly hand becomes the one that rises and falls with each gentle wave of breath. Now let's begin our guided practice. We will start with the foundational technique of all calming breathwork, diaphragmatic breathing, or belly breathing. Remain in your comfortable position, with your hands gently resting on your chest and belly. Let your shoulders relax, away from your ears. Soften the muscles in your jaw and around your eyes. Let's begin by exhaling. Gently and fully, breathe all the air out through your mouth. Now close your mouth and begin to inhale slowly through your nose. As you inhale, I want you to imagine that you are directing the air not into your chest, but deep down into your belly, as if you are trying to inflate a small balloon behind your navel. As you do this, your belly should gently expand and press outward, causing the hand on your belly to rise. Try to keep the hand on your chest as still as possible. Let's try that for a slow count of 4. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pause for just a moment at the top of the inhale. And now, we are going to exhale, and this is the most important part of the relaxation process. I want you to exhale even more slowly than you inhaled. You can breathe out gently through your nose, or you can purse your lips slightly, as if you were going to whistle, and breathe out slowly and steadily through your mouth. As you exhale, feel your belly gently fall as the balloon deflates. The long, slow exhale is the primary trigger for your vagus nerve. It is the most powerful signal you can send to your body to engage the brake pedal. Let's try for a slow count of 6 on the exhale. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let all the air out. Let's continue this pattern together for a few rounds. I will guide you with the count. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling the belly, for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause gently, and exhale slowly through your mouth or nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your body softening with that long exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, feel the belly rise, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, feel the belly fall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue this gentle rhythm on your own now for a few more breaths. Your count may be slightly different from mine, and that's perfectly okay. The key is simply to make your exhale noticeably longer than your inhale. Focus on the physical sensation of your belly rising and falling. This is the feeling of your second heart, your diaphragm, gently pumping calm throughout your entire nervous system. As you continue to breathe in this way, you may start to notice some subtle changes. You might feel a sense of warmth in your hands and feet as your circulation improves. You might notice that your heart is beating a little slower, a little more softly. You may feel a gentle wave of relaxation spreading through your body. These are the physical signs that you have successfully shifted from the stressed, sympathetic state to the calm, parasympathetic state. You have applied the brake. Now that you have practiced the foundational technique, let's explore another incredibly powerful breathing pattern, known as box breathing. This technique is famously used by Navy SEALs, athletes, and emergency first responders to maintain calm and focus in high-pressure situations. It's called box breathing because it has 4 equal sides, creating a wonderful sense of rhythm and balance in the nervous system. The pattern is simple. You inhale for a set count, you hold your breath for the same count. You exhale for the same count, and you hold your breath out for the same count. We will use a count of 4 to begin. Let's prepare. Get into your comfortable seated or lying position. Gently exhale all the air from your lungs. Now let's begin the box. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now gently hold the breath in. Don't clamp down or create tension. Just pause for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale slowly and smoothly through your nose or mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally hold the breath out. Remain empty and still for 1, 2, 3, 4. That completes one cycle. Let's continue together. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. As you practice, visualize yourself tracing the sides of a perfect square in your mind. The holds are what make this technique unique. Gently holding the breath can be incredibly stabilizing for the nervous system. It teaches your body to become comfortable with stillness, to tolerate the pause between the stimulus and the response. If a count of 4 feels too long, especially on the holds, please adjust it to a count of 3. The most important thing is to avoid any sense of strain or panic. The breath should always feel comfortable and controlled. Let's practice a few more rounds in silence, just following the rhythm of the 4-sided box in your mind. This technique is wonderful to use when you feel your thoughts are scattered or you need to focus. It brings a sense of order and control back to a system that feels chaotic. Our final guided technique is perhaps the most potent for deep relaxation and is particularly wonderful to use before sleep. It is called the 4-7-8 breath and was popularized by Dr. Andrew Weil as a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system. The specific ratio of this breath has a profound effect on your body's chemistry, helping to fully oxygenate your blood while calming your heart and mind. The technique is very specific, so I will guide you carefully. First, the setup is important. Sit or lie comfortably. Touch the tip of your tongue to the ridge of tissue, just behind your upper front teeth. You will keep your tongue in this position for the entire exercise. This may feel a little strange at first, but it helps to ground the energy and focus the mind. Now, exhale completely through your mouth. And as you do, make a gentle whoosh sound. Now close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold your breath for a count of 7. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now, exhale completely through your mouth, making that whoosh sound again, for a full count of 8. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That completes one full breath. Let's do it again together. Remember to keep your tongue in position. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4. Hold the breath for 7. And exhale audibly through your mouth for 8. The long hold allows your body to fully absorb the oxygen, and the even longer exhale powerfully stimulates the vagus nerve, flushing your system with a profound sense of calm. Let's do one more cycle together. Inhale through your nose for 4. hold for 7, and whoosh out through your mouth for 8. It is recommended that you only do 4 cycles of this breath when you are starting out. It is very powerful, and you may feel a little lightheaded at first, which is a normal sign that your body's chemistry is shifting. This is the perfect practice to do when you get into bed at night. If you wake up in the middle of the night with a busy mind, 4 cycles of the 4-7-8 breath can often be enough to lull you back into a peaceful sleep. Now that you have learned these powerful techniques, the key is to integrate them into your daily life. This is not something to be saved only for moments of extreme stress. The more you practice, the stronger your brake pedal becomes, and the more resilient your entire nervous system will be. The goal is to make conscious breathing a regular habit, just like brushing your teeth. You could start by committing to just 5 minutes a day. Perhaps you do some gentle belly breathing first thing in the morning to set a calm tone for your day. Or you could practice the 4-7-8 breath every night as you get into bed to signal to your body that it's time for deep rest. Another wonderful strategy is to sprinkle breath snacks throughout your day. These are mini breaks where you consciously pause and take just 3 to 5 deep, diaphragmatic breaths. You could do this while waiting for the kettle to boil, while sitting at a red light, or before answering the phone. These small moments may not seem like much, but they are incredibly effective at preventing stress from accumulating. Each breath snack is like hitting the reset button on your nervous system, preventing the gas pedal from getting stuck down. Remember the connection we have explored. Your emotional state influences your breathing pattern. When you are stressed, your breath becomes shallow and fast. But this is a two-way street. Your breathing pattern also influences your emotional state. By consciously choosing to slow down and deepen your breath, you are sending a powerful and undeniable signal of safety to your brain. You are telling your body, at the most fundamental physiological level, that you are not in danger. Your heart listens to this signal. Your blood pressure listens. Your tense muscles listen. This is not a psychological trick. It is a biological one. You are using the remote control for your own nervous system. The journey to a calmer heart and a more peaceful mind does not require you to change the world around you. It simply requires you to change the way you relate to the world within you. And that relationship begins with the breath. It is your anchor in the present moment, your tool for self-regulation, and your most faithful companion. It is with you from the moment you are born until your very last moment. By learning to work with it, you are unlocking a source of calm, strength, and resilience that has been with you all along. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you practice. This is a skill, and like any new skill, it takes time to feel natural. But with each conscious, deliberate breath you take, you are strengthening your ability to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. The power to calm your heart is not out there somewhere. It is right here, as close as your very next breath.